Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, courserepscorner. Like I always tell you guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's our corner.
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love.
Well-meaning Nigerians, obedience worldwide, for us to talk about how our star witness and all our lawyers take perform for election tribunal this week. They did extremely well. So I greet you now wherever on a day, on a good morning, afternoon, and evening. So wherever on a day, we're gonna take them like that. So we go begin this very program with our people wey plenty for Zoom. We get Dr. Chioma, we get Juliet, UK, and then we get our one and only everyday analyst, Dr. Telbert. You are all welcome to the show. Abeg, make una wave una hand to our people, make them know say una dey there. I wan start with our star witness. He get many revelation wey be say e happen between day before yesterday and yesterday, but they no show am. Even transcripts no bring out. So I want make I begin dey explain because there is very shocking revelation. E go shock una because this our witness wey be say dem dey come court, then they bring these things as that is as written, very very well written, but APC and INEC the lawyer then go choose the part where be say then go ask them question to discredit them. For example, the person when they call the star witness, now that very professor of mathematics from Nnamdi Azikiwe University Awka, that is Professor Eric Owaduegu of Edu. You know, he disclosed that a total votes of 2,565,629 accredited voters were not reflected in the final election result of February 25th, that is the presidential election, as announced by the chairman of Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Yakub Mahmoud. You know, and Ofedu is a professor of mathematics, and the way he take explain this thing, he go surprise everybody, you know. So let's get this. Dr. Etel, let me start with you. Just your commentary. Give us 1 minute about how you even take see the first thing where we project as in the transcripts. Then make I now come back.
So happy at what is happening at the election petition tribunal, because as many of you have known, this thing that this mathematician eventually brought life is what we've been doing here in Obidati, analyzing, looking at the results, comparing. And it is very, very good for what he has done, because like Ogachidi just said now, usually he had finished his report, compiled his report, and submitted. But the respondents, they will just to make sure that somehow or the other his testimony accepted and in its entirety. So I don't know if I should go deeper, but there are deeper things that he mentioned there. Aside from the 2,565,629 votes that he's saying INEC cannot account for, he reported it in 18,088 polling units, and that covers about 9,165,165 voters that collected their PVC. So this guy knows the number of people that collected their PVC in all these places he's reporting. He knows the number of people that were accredited. The number of people that were accredited is 2,565,269. And He knows even the polling unit where they are. These are the things that are contained in his report, which means as a mathematician and as a professor, he has crunched his number. It's important for us to know that the whole argument and the whole court is talking about number, because a president will become a president by getting a certain degree of number. After the emotions, after the English, everything will come down to number. And who better can deal with number except mathematicians? Because maths is all about number. I want to let us know that what was submitted in that place is like an incinerator that will incinerate every argument of INEC, APC, and what have you. And that's why they're running helter-skelter. So we're on a good note.
Okay.
It was a good week for us.
Good.
Thank you.
Good. So while I come to Dr. Chioma next, that professor was led in evidence by our own lawyer, and he said that the blog results he downloaded were matched with Form EC8A, that is the polling unit results given to Labour Party agents at the affected polling units, and votes amounting to 2,565,269 accredited voters were not reflected in this final result announced now. I will quote him. He said, I observed that from IREF portal, scores on Form EC8As of 39,546 polling units were inaccessible. That is, it concerned uploads. Some of these uploads are not connected even to the presidential election. Then, as Dr. Etel has emphasized, that even on the IREF portal, 18,088 polling units results were blurred. This number of PUs negatively impacted the votes of these 2,565,269 accredited voters out, and 9,165,191 voters that collected their PVCs. Now, this 9 million plus is about the people that collected their PVC. That is what that professor wrote in his statement on oath. Now, Dr. Etel, you will recall that even INEC chairman was very, very clear that majority of the people who collected PVCs and who are expected or who are going to vote in this election, that more than 70% of them are young Nigerians. Now, this man has given a number. Remember, he's a professor of mathematics, and he has given a number of about 9 million people that this very thing, blur results and the accreditation of these voters that he mentioned here affected. I just really want us to explain, explain to our people, let them understand the impact of 2.5 million voters that were disenfranchised. What this number really is. And going into the tribunal, waiting we expect the justices to do when they don't already get the IREV, this thing where this man carry come, and Labour Party don't already carry and enter through their petition to them, and then this testimony where this man, what are we really expecting them to do with this number? Is it not significant enough to show that this election was definitely rigged and not according to the rules as stipulated by the electoral umpire? Dr. Etel, let me hear from you before I get to Dr. Chioma.
From significantly mad, I want to talk specifically as it affects our votes as Labour Party members. Number one, for INEC to deliberately blur the result, I say deliberately and quote me anywhere. The reason is because when you use your phone to snap something, you know whether the thing was well captured or not. If it is not well captured, you snap it again. And then when you tap upload, it will not be uploaded in a blurred form because the camera will snap what it is seeing. So for INEC to press send when they know hiding something, and let me explain what they are hiding there. If you go based on the research we have done, all the places that declared results, if you go online and download all the legible EC8A forms from IREV, the result they declared in favor of Labour Party, majority of them, for the legible ones, is exactly what Labour Party got. The ones that are mutilated or blurred is where Labour Party is usually fighting to say, what they gave us here is not what belongs to us. What happens to our vote? Now, the theory here is very, very simple. It means that if this 2,565,000 votes that is questionable were to be cancelled, APC will plunge down to number 3. The reason is because it is those places that they stole the votes, that INEC stole the votes that they gave APC. And the reason why they blurred it or mutilated it is so that, because we have shown you people here mutilated the result, where APC got something like 17 and they gave them 170. And Labour Party got something like 170 and they reduced it to 17. So everywhere where there was mutilation, if they were to cancel all the results that were blurred or mutilated, Labour Party will still have the votes that INEC declared. However, APC will plunge back to number 3 because that extra 2 million something that APC is using to lead Labour Party, they manufactured it from these places that are questionable. So it's important for us to know that in those places that are questionable, either of these two things is what they did there. It's either they cancel the votes that should come to Labour Party or they added the votes that should have gone to APC. So it is in our best interest that either the original EC8A form is opened so that all our votes there is added to us, and that will make us go to the top. Or if the votes were to be cancelled, it means that the number of votes that have been added to APC will also be cancelled, and they will come to top and will still go to top. So head or tail, we are in a good position. That's what I want to say here for us to understand.
Dr. Chioma, I noticed that when that man was pressed on cross-examination, that he actually said that, and let me quote him, he said, the professor made it clear that he worked only on available data and that if he had access to all the data, his result assessments will be different. In other words, I think he's trying to say that if he had more data, aside from IREV that he worked on, that, it will seriously be more than this 2 million plus. What is your take on that, Dr. Chioma?
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. What about that?
Is Dr. Chioma there? Okay. Juliet,
yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You have heard what the star witness, the mathematician that came from this, the professor of mathematics, the star witness for Labour Party. And you can see the whopping number that he is saying, and he's basing this is 2.5 million voters that were that is not available. That is, they no put them for the number where they announce. So it talks that thing now based on the available data where they with them, because now IREV now in deal with. So if to say in get more access to more data, you go see say if it even pass 3 or 4 million, you understand? What will be your take?
That is why the INEC, just like what has been going on, they deliberately did what they did. And that's why they refuse to give all this information, all these data to the Labour Party and to the PDP, especially to the Labour Party. Because they know, say, once they lay their hands on all these informations, a lot of things is going to come out. The truth is going to come out. That is why I'm so pleased with the people that Obi is working with, the lawyers and the sons that he's working with. Because coming to the court with all this bulk of evidence alone, I know, say, the camp of APC, they are panicking because the truth must come out eventually. The truth must be said eventually. Because, like I always say, all eyes are on judiciary. Even the Tinubu camp themselves, they know that they never won this election. Even the judiciary that is taking up this case, they too, they know, they are aware that Tinubu did not win these elections. So for all those things, all this information to be coming to the court now, and then they admit them, is a good thing for us. Because if they admit them, which means they will go into it in details to really know what is going on. Then I'm waiting the present they will work with. And with all this evidence where they present, both the forms and all that, and with the witness where they come, so it's glaring that the truth will be out at the end of the day. And with God willing, we are going to reclaim back our mandate. Like I've always said, I still have hope, 100% hope by God's grace, that Peter Obi will reclaim this mandate. They will not get to a rerun. They are going to work it out to make it accordingly, that at the end of the day, the person that won the majority vote is Labour Party, and the person that won the only 25% in FCT is Labour Party. So with that being said, there can never be a rerun. They have to declare Peter Obi the winner of the 2023 election. That is just my hope. That is what I feel that is going to happen at the end of the day. Because they will try to maneuver it, but there's a way you will do something. You will even be tired of doing it, because there's no way you can hide the truth from the world. This judiciary case is either going to break Nigeria or to make us to remain same one Nigeria. Because if the thing did not go well, they are not saying that the judiciary should please anybody. No, don't please anybody. If it's APC that won, say it openly, bring out the details, the facts and figures that APC won. If it's PDP that won, bring out everything, the facts and the data, everything that is PDP that won. And if it's Labour Party that won, bring out everything, the facts and everything that is Labour Party that won. That is just what we want the judiciary to do the right thing, so that the people will know that they really have law now in country. And with this, it will give us a new Nigeria where things will be working out for every Nigerian. That will be proud that we are from Nigerians. We will be proud of our passport wherever we go, because we know things are working and will continue to work. Because if things work now through this judiciary, and Peter Obi reclaim his mandate by God's grace, you will see things will change in Nigeria, no matter how they want to put it. That is my own take. So with what is happening now in the court, I am happy with the judges. I'm happy with the lawyers and the son that Peter Obi is working with, and they are bringing lot of evidence to really show to the world that we actually won this 2023 election. That is just it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your contribution. And now,
sorry,
if you are there, there's
muted. But before you meet Dr. Choma, somebody online was asking, the 2.5 million vote, is it for 2 states only? I said no. The 2.5 million votes is based on all the states of the federation. However, he has limited his final report that he submitted to 2 states of Benue State and Rivers State. But the 2.5 million vote is all the download from IREF from the whole nation, showing where in the presidential election they saw result of Senate or the result of House of Rep, or even people's face or blood result, or all those things. He has covered the download of all the states of the federation. after downloading all of them, he counted them. He has also checked the number of people accredited in the 36 states of the Federation and FCT. However, he now limited the final analysis. You know, you can begin around to do it state by state by state. So the ones he has completed based on that particular time in March was Rivers State and Benue State. I just want to respond to the person who is chatting online. I think Dr. Choma is unmuted now. She can talk now. Yes.
Yes, before I get to her to talk, that very particular question in part was asked in court. He was asked if the total number of polling units in Rivers State and Benue adds up to the 18,088 polling units. He said we are blood on IREV. And he responded to the lordships, the judge that were there. He said, my lord, the 18,088 blood results were not connected with the polling units in Rivers and Benue states. That is what he said. And he added that the data he analyzed was an exact data, exact. You know, and while he randomly picked Rivers and Benue state from all the 30 states and the Federal Capital Territory. So that is what he told the court, and that is what he deposed to in his affidavit.